For my front cover, I've used another magazine to make sure that I include all the conventional features which would normally be found on a music magazine. Conventional features on the front cover, such as the cover lines, have been placed in similar places, as I think that placing the cover line in the centre brings the reader's attention to it, and it clearly shows that this cover line links with the cover star in the feature article photograph. Another conventional feature which I was inspired by was an eye-catching plug in bolder and bigger typography than the other plugs, to make the clear statement that this is the second main feature in the magazine. I have followed convention in the style of the magazine masthead, and I have made the masthead one word going across the top of the cover. Both of these magazines are similar as they are both bold and stand out against the background of the feature article photograph due to its font and contrasting colours. However, I have kept convention more with my masthead than with Clash magazine, so I have placed the feature article photograph in front of the masthead instead of behind. The feature article photograph of Clash magazine has a cover star, who appears to be a young age of between 18 and 30, which is the demographic age for both Clash and Volume magazine. Therefore, I used a cover star of a similar age. I also resembled the post-candid pose of staring straight into the lens, however with a straight face. The action of raising the finger to the lip on my feature article photograph adds a bit more of a relaxed and playful tone, as I wanted my magazine to have a more fun mise-en-scène than Clash. I even got the idea of having yellow as part of my colour scheme for my magazine from Clash magazine, as I thought that it really reflected the genre of dance music and club culture. I also decided to include similar extra features such as the strand of text at the bottom of the page, written in the same layout and styles as these smaller features would be what makes the magazine identify that this is a dance and club genre magazine. In my contents, my key design features such as the text and images have been influenced by the contents of Mixmag. Mixmag was a great magazine to follow as it has the exact same follow of a social group, and I need to include a key aspect so that my contents were suitable and appealing for my demographic. The first aspect was the page title of contents, which is made bold and clear on the top right of the page. I thought to include this in my magazine as it definitely identifies the reader that it is the contents page. I also included the date of the magazine in a similar place as I believe the layout of the top of Mixmag contents and both of the features correspond next to each other. Another feature that I was inspired by was the font and style of the column text. I think that it makes it clear of the page number, the page title and the small brief of the article. I feel it makes it clear and easy to read as the underlining of the page number and the boldness of the page title separates each conventional feature. This also creates a sense of organisation to the page, which the demographic for both Mixmag and Volume would prefer. I have also included similar images to Mixmag, as Mixmag's contents displays images of partying and nightlife, which I thought really resembled the overall theme of the magazine. Therefore, I included an image of a nightlife dance club experience in the top section to make sure I add in new fluorescent colours like Mixmag's image. Other key aspects of Mixmag contents page was influenced by my design, was the sections in which the columns were separated. The preference to features and artists on both magazines make the magazine recognisable as a dance music magazine and make the magazine appear to be full of detailed articles about certain subjects in which the demographic is interested in. This double-page spread is from Mixmag and has a very bold and eye-catching theme and style to it, which is suitable for the demographic for both this magazine and my magazine. The conventional feature, which is one of the most eye-catching across the two pages, is the headline, which is bold and stands out as a headline and against the background colour. I decided to include the bold feature within my double-page spread as I thought that it was really attracted to the reader. However, to break convention, I placed it on the upper right of the page, as I believe this gives more of an overall representation of what both pages are about. The type of article that Mixmag has used on this double page is a Q&A article, which I decided to also include on my double page, as I thought that the demographic that followed both magazines would enjoy and be interested in a personal, direct article from the artists themselves. However, I did also include an extra section of article on the left page, as from knowledge of other dance music magazines this is very popular article style. Therefore, I wanted to include both so that the demographic would have enough text to read, which they would. On Mixmag double page spread, the page is split between a large feature article photo, which is in mid-shot, of the artist, which the article is about. I decided to use a similar technique in which I divided the main article and the Q&A with a long shot of the artist. I think that this gives a good structure to the page, in which I was able to form the text around the image, inspired by the existing double page spread. The Mixmag double page has a distinctive colour scheme of pink and black, which I thought related world to the overall magazine, as well as the artist. I was inspired to keep a distinct colour scheme of yellow and black, however, I used the odd colours such as blue to make certain parts stand out, such as image captions and parts of the stand first, as Mixmag has done this by using the colour white. The reasons on why I thought it was important to follow the conventions of another music magazine for the front cover, contents page and double page spread is because then I know that my magazine design will be suitable and ideal for the demographic. I will also know that the magazine will be appealing to people who are interested in the dance music and club culture as they are interested in the existing magazine.